Welcome to our first episode of Are You Tired of This Shit? A podcast and social media presence talking about the outcomes we have with our political process in New Orleans. I'm your host, Laney Schwest, a lifelong Louisiana resident and current resident of New Orleans. And we often hear they ought to do something about this. It's time for all of us great New Orleanians to look in a mirror and ask ourselves, are we tired of this shit? As question one. And question two, what are we going to do about it? So we're here not to complain. I'm just letting everybody know we're not blaming anybody other than looking at ourselves and our actions. We're not complaining. We're not trying to finger anybody, any particular politicians. I've had people explain our low voter turnout, and by hearing people say, well, things don't change no matter who I vote for. And so we get 20% voter turnout. The reality is they are right. We have not gotten different outcomes no matter who we elect. So why is this the case and what can we do about it? That's the whole purpose of this effort. And we're going to break it down in detail more in upcoming episodes. And one thing for sure, the outcomes are not very good. They actually suck. And let's be honest about it. And let's look at what's behind it. You know, what can we do about it? You know, what's going to happen next? So in the first episode, I decided to go out in the field. I went to Jazz Fest. I went to City Park and talked to people and just ask them what are their current thoughts about our situation in terms of politics and the outcomes. And it's amazing what they had to say. One thing that resonated was that they are truly disappointed and disillusioned with outcomes. And many have given up. Some were visiting to City Park, and New Orleanians had found better opportunity elsewhere. So let's take a look at some of what they had to say.
I hate that, being from New Orleans, I love the city. That's why I'm back here now on vacation. I hate leaving here because it's such a nice place, but living here is a hassle.
Like, our streets is bad, the crime is not too low, and I think when people is running for office, the questions to ask is, what are you doing for the people? Because that's what they forget, they work for the people.
The roads around here are so terrible that, in my opinion, that just proves to the populace, like, we don't care about your ability to drive safely through a neighborhood. Because if you're not going 60 miles an hour over a pothole, you're bottoming out and ruining your car.
I hear the same thing everywhere. You know, it's a consensus of our real New Orleanians who live here that we're special. We need better care. We need better outcomes.
Because we are the backbone of what y'all giving and making. If it wouldn't be for the people that's making minimum wage, how y'all gonna survive? We the weight. We carry the load. Break bread with us and be right. That's it. They ain't asking for much.
The gumbo needs all the parts.
And you're right.
But the main thing is that nobody's managed. You know, everything's run politically, which is for the purpose of getting reelected. It's not for the real world outcomes.
Everyone should pay attention to the local voting, and like when it comes down to your governor, mayor, city council, things of that sort, I just don't personally, because it's all bullshit.
I feel like some people just don't vote. It's a lot of younger people too. They don't vote because it's like, I feel like
Hopeless and helpless.
Some young people, it's like, what's the point of voting if it's like no outcome in voting?
Well, you look. Voting is all we got. It's a very powerful thing that we can use for change. We just have to use it.
They end up to get into office, and once they're in office and do what they want, they might do a few things here and there, but to just appease you. But other than that, they're not doing what they promised to do.
I feel like it starts in your city, but then you have to change the whole structure with who rules the world. When I feel like a lot of people want to do things great, but then when they get up there to that seat and they realize that they don't have no power, and it's the same people that's just controlling the world, they just got to fall in line and do what the person before them was doing.
If we had strong leadership that would be a role model, that would change it.
But it would have to be someone from the community that those people already respect. It cannot be just this rich person that has gotten into this position of power and like continues to do whatever.
And it's really like a few families running the world. There's nothing you can really do. I think you have to take the power from those few families and start at the top. Usually they say start at the bottom, but you got to start at the top and dismantle everything, just so you could give the power back to the people.
I came up with a term that I'm going to use in the podcast. I'll call it bull gas. It's a combination of bullshitting and gaslighting.
I like that.
I didn't invent it. I just named it. And we tired of bull gas, and we tired of this shit.
And when it comes down to gaslighting and thing, I think all politicians got that like by nature. Like they know how to gaslight. That's something that they do. That's something that they do. I think that must be in their little school to like gaslight the piss out of us.
In the 60s and 70s, we had 800,000 people. Now we have 300 and some thousand. And so people leave here. You know, we have so many.
A lot of them leave it because of everything. Yeah, because of everything. I mean, salaries, you know, jobs.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
They leave it because of the maintenance of the city, you know, like where your tax, you know, where's your taxes going?
I joined the military to leave New Orleans because of the lack of, you know, the potholes and like the construction that's been going on for over a year that's not being worked on, you know, poverty and stuff like that. You know, I currently live in North Dakota right now. I'm stationed in North Dakota.
Wow,
where
that's different.
The stuff is very different. Like the stuff that slides here won't slide there. Like they start construction and it's over within a month, and like you don't have to go through hoops to get places and stuff that they say they're gonna do is gonna get done. It's clean. Homelessness is almost nothing there, and it's a big difference. It's night and day.
You guys recognize we need some change. You see how things are run in other places, and because we have. But you're right. At the street level, we have the sweetest people, very southern, very friendly, and they're willing to do anything. But you get just, you know, the political class right above, things run bad.
After Katrina, I had no plans on moving back.
Yeah.
They were young, really young, and I was living in Texas. Went to Houston. I ended up in Humble, Texas. I transferred my job. I worked at Home Depot. I was working at the Home Depot there. I fell in love with it. But my mom moved back home and she had to have surgery, you know, so it was like I had to come back home to help my mom. But other than that, I had no plans on coming back.
How about getting everybody in New Orleans on one team?
Yeah, you need that.
Well, we absolutely need it.
Because the city divided gonna fall.
Yes. Well, we have so far.
Yeah, we didn't fail.
Yeah.
We failed the city, we failed the culture, we definitely failed the people.
Yeah.
3 strikes, checkmate.
Yep.
What we done?
That's calling it straight. I think it should be some Bull Gas t-shirts. What do you think? Where we have some horns and some blue clouds.
The 504 ain't going nowhere. We are survivors, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
And what you saw was a quick take of what people had to say. And what impressed me was how honest people were, how much emotional reality was there, how they feel about our city, how special they feel like it is, like all of us who live in New Orleans and can say we're from this great city, this amazing city. And, you know, they list the real reasons. And there was no bull gassing there. Bull gas is what I refer to as something I named, I didn't invent. It's a combination of bullshit and gaslighting, which is what we often hear when our politicians tell us the outcomes are great. They're doing a great job. So, you know, just as a little reference note, at one time, New Orleans had almost 300,000 more citizens than it does today. And that was in 1960. So, you know, I'm sure every mayor said, you know, how great things were and what a good job they did. Well, what we have today is the outcome of that process. So we know about the inputs, we know about the outputs, and we're going to examine a whole lot more of how we get from where we were to how we are today. So so stay tuned. We're going to be interviewing. My goal is to interview every candidate running for council or for mayor, and we'll do that after election qualification. during the campaign. And in between, we're going to interview interested citizens who have something to say and who really care about our city. And it's a shame that our special gem of a city is not being cared for better. And we have to do it ourselves. To make a difference, we're going to have to build a Team New Orleans where every group, every whatever crowd or gang or whatever we have to get together as New Orleanians and work together to a common goal, which is a better outcome for this whole city. So, look forward to seeing you all some more. And again, our YouTube channel has the longer forms of the various interviews and questions from people. And we'll see you on social media and see you right here in this podcast. Thanks. Look forward to seeing you soon. And let's try to do what's right for this place. It's too special to let it keep going on the trajectory it's going on. So thank you.
This has been a BAM Network production.